Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, beautiful people, wherever you guys are viewing from. Welcome back to another video. And as today is New Year's Eve, I've decided to do this video at the city center or at Central, and I'm just trying to show you how busy the streets are on a New Year's Eve. And I'll start the video here, which I'll just switch the camera around and try to show you where exactly I am. I'm presently at UpGun. That way, that leads through there is Generate Road, and this is where I'll start the video. I'll start the walk, say from here, and if possible, try and see if we'll stop the video at Shell. If we have enough recording time, but for now, this is where I'll start the video and we'll continue. And this is the route we are going to take. This main road is the road that we are going to take. And we are still here recording. We're still here recording, and I think this main, I think that way is Generate Road, and this is exactly where we are. We are walking, and I think we'll soon try and reach the Ferry Junction, which is the local means of movement from the capital, Freetown, to the other part of the country, which is Lunge, which is where the international airport is. But I'll try and see if we'll be able to go down there and try to see exactly if we'll be able to film the ferry that usually takes people from Freetown and then transport them to the Lunge community. But yeah, we are still here recording, as you guys can see. And most of the shops that we initially passed that are on the left hand side, I think some of those shops are usually deal in car spare parts and other accessories, but I think there are about 4 or 5 shops that are dealers of car spare parts and other car accessories. But I think the others are other business enterprises. But we are here. That is a garage. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, fire the comment section away, and share this video to as many of your contacts as possible. Still at Generate Road, walking. And today, this particular video, this new road is the route we are going to take. Like I initially stated, this new road is the route that we are going to take, because there's also the old road, but this is exactly the route we are going to take today, and see how far we'll be able to go with this particular video today. And as always, the Harmattan season is still blowing. As you guys can see, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon and the sun is not even shining, so you can tell the Harmattan winds are blowing very, very, very strongly in the country presently. So we continue. I had to pause the video because there was a DVD vendor blasting his songs that he's selling away, and I had to pause the video because, as you guys know, I don't want my video to be flagged for a copyright violation. But and we just passed a car dealership, which is a very small one, a lot that sells used cars. But yeah, as you guys can see, some of the shops are open today, despite tomorrow being the new year. But some of these shops are open, as you guys can see. Most of these shops are open, and as always, you can tell that this is the main road because, of course, the signs are both sides of the street. There are very tall buildings, and I'm approaching the bomber dump site, which is the largest dump site in the country, if I can describe it that way. This particular dump site has been here for a very long time. If if I'm not mistaken, it was even here before I was born. So I'll stand here and try to zoom in because this is the only location where I'll be able to stand and have a view of it. But let me try and cross and try to show you guys exactly how it is now. As you guys can see, the smoke that is billowing from there, as you guys can see, but it has recently been fenced. It has recently been fenced off, but I don't know how that will stop people from not depositing rubbish outside. But as you guys can see, and most of the individuals that are inside there, I think they are collecting plastic waste and other materials that they deem are useful to be sold. But yeah, so we continue. As you guys can see, the area is a little bit foggy because of the smoke that is coming from the bomber dump, but we are still here. We'll try and use this walkway and then ultimately try to cross to the other side. I hope you guys are having both sides of the street clearly. So if you guys can see, those communities that are to my right is the Akram community, and this other side is that of the Kissy community. I hope you guys can see the houses or different structures that are at these communities. I'll just try and zoom in so you guys can see exactly how crowded these communities have become, or how developed it has become over the years. But I'll just pass, as I just said I should have a few moments just to show you guys exactly how most of these areas have developed over the years. Like I said, I think my shot is being blocked by this mango tree, but the communities on my right hand side is that of the Akam community, whilst this other side is that of the Kissy community. But we'll continue the video. We'll continue the video and try to see how far we'll go today. Like I said, this area around this dump site is a little foggy, of course. You guys can tell it is because of the smoke that is billowing from the dump site. Like I said, it was recently fenced off, but I don't know why people are still depositing the rubbish outside. If I can zoom in just to show you guys. So we've left Generite Road behind, and I'm presently at Baibura Road. I'm presently at Baibura Road and continuing the video. So, like I earlier said, I hope you guys will bear with me today, as this will be a very long video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment to as many of you comment and share to as many of your contacts as possible. And I think this is a new cement factory that is being built. I think this one side is completed and it's the side that is presently being used, but I think this other one is being developed, but I think it's not been completed yet because I can see it's a metal structure. It's not built with cement. I'll just zoom in for you guys so you guys can see. I think it belongs to the Roxem group, which is I think the producer of quality Portland cement. As you guys can see, this is a shop that sells musical wares. Still here, trying to document and show exactly how this main or how this new road or Baibura road. Again, I had to pause the video as one of the recent songs of one of the legends of our country's music industry, Sasta the Bongo song was playing and one of the cassette vendors Bluetooth speaker, so I had to pause the video in order for, or in fear of a copyright violation. So this is the Shalima store, which sells bikes and tricycles that are imported from India. This is their showroom, and it also serves as a dealership, and they also sell bike and tricycle spare parts. Still here, as you guys can see, both sides of this main road, both sides of this main road are filled with shops, businesses, but don't be surprised if most of the shops today are not open, because some business owners will decide to have a day off today and rest, as tomorrow is the new year, as they want to rest and energize in preparation of the new year. But we are still here. I think that is a lorry that is presently installing these new lights or these new street lights. But as you guys can see, those particular buildings on my left hand side, as there are a lot of enterprises and businesses located in both, I think, the first, the second and the third floors. Yeah, there is a foreign exchange bureau, a building materials store, a furniture store, a clinic. If I can describe some of the businesses that are there, but we continue, and we are approaching Ferry Junction, and I think I'll branch to my left and try to have a video of where the ferry that usually takes passengers from the capital usually docks. And I'll just stop at this junction and then try to have a walk down. But as always, don't forget to subscribe. I think here was once a Cardale airship. I think it's been cleared for something else. I don't know what. But we are here. So this is the route to the old road, which I think is being constructed. Let me just walk a few meters. Let me just walk a few meters just to show you guys, and then we'll try and have a shot of the ferry terminal, and then after that I will retrace my steps back and continue. So yeah, I think this road is being constructed. I think some parts were damaged, so I think it's been constructed. I think the drainage system and other sides, I'll just zoom in and show you guys. So we continue. So that is the way we are going to use and ultimately end at the ferry terminal. We'll ultimately end at the ferry terminal and then try to see if we'll have a video of the ferry. But yeah, I'm crossing. So like I stated initially, today's video will only focus on this main Baibura road and then try to walk all the way to Shell, and if we have enough recording time we'll extend the video beyond Shell. But for now, that is the destination that I've planned for this video today, and hopefully with you guys we'll be able to reach that particular destination. So still here, I think this is the way to the ferry terminal. I think this roundabout is being demolished. I think it wants to be reconstructed, but yeah. So still here and recording. This is the route to the ferry terminal. And I think this particular road is called King George Avenue, Ferry Junction. But we are still here recording, just trying to give you guys a glimpse of exactly how this particular area is. I think this is the Ahmadiyya Muslim Mosque. This is the mosque. I think it's a very, very big mosque. So I can just stop and then try to have a video of it. So that way, I think it's called Shankanda's Road or Shankanda's Way, that way. So we continue, still here, still recording, and as always, I'm apologizing for the distortion or the change in my tone of voice, as I'm still dealing with the Harmattan season. Or if I can say, the Harmattan season is dealing with me. So yeah, I think this is a very nice building with, I think the downstairs is a shop, a pharmacy, I think a shop that sells oils for cars and lubricants, or if I can say lubricants for cars. And still here, I think this is Kelsey Road. So I am apologizing for a little deviation, but I'll just try and show you guys the ferry terminal, and then I'll retrace my steps back and continue the video where we planned initially to end the video, which is at the Shell New Road, and hopefully hopefully, like I said, if possible, we'll extend the video beyond that particular destination. But as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. And I want to talk about yesterday's video. And like, I apologize, yesterday's video, the weather at Aberdeen, it was really, really, really rough. I mean, the Hamilton season is here, but the one at Aberdeen is different. I mean, it is very wild. The winds were blowing very, very, very hard at Aberdeen, and it was very, very, very not very rough yesterday recording that video. But hopefully, I think you guys liked the video, and I'll continue to vlog still here recording. So I think this area has changed a lot over the years, as you guys will see, because I think some of you guys are very, very familiar with this particular side or area of the country, as you guys will see the changes that have occurred over the years. But I could be wrong, and hopefully I'm right. And yeah, so I think we are not far from the ferry terminal, and then I'll just have a few video shots of it, and then, like I said, retrace my steps back and continue with the video. It's midday, and like I said earlier, the sun is not shining as the winds are very cold and dry. Still here, recording. I think this is a service station. I think it's owned by the National Petroleum, which is one of the petroleum companies in the country. I think this is another structure that is being constructed. I will not be able to go inside, but I think it's a very, very huge one. If I can zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Still at Kelsey Road, Dockyard, and continuing the video. And talking about new construction, I think this building is an example, and as always, I think it's not completed yet, but the downstairs is operational as usual. I think this is a mosque. Still here, still recording, and I think we are close to the ferry terminal, and if possible we'll try and have a video or shot of inside, and that is where we'll stop and then try to retrace our steps back at the Badura Road and continue the video. But yeah, So I think these cars are packed and they are waiting to board the ferry, which I think is not yet full as it is currently being loaded. The ferry is not yet full. I think it is being. So I am at the terminal, and as you guys can see, that is the MV Mahera. I think it is presently being loaded, or passengers are presently boarding, and I think it is going to the Lunge community. But I'll try and have a video of exactly the area, and then we'll continue the video. But yeah, this is exactly how the terminal is. I think this is the canteen. This is the canteen, but I'll just try and turn the camera around so you guys can see exactly how it is here at the Kissy Ferry terminal. I think that is an enterprise or the canteen. I think the canteen is up there. That is where the canteen is. But we'll continue and just have a few shots of the ferry as it is about to leave, and I think it is almost full. I think it is almost full, but I think cars are still boarding, passengers are still boarding, but it is almost full and about to leave. But this is where I'll stop the video and then try to retrace my steps back, and yeah, so this is the MV Mahera, like I told you guys. Now for you still here recording, and some of these transports are going to destinations like Jewel, Wellington and Waterloo. And we are here, and I want to apologize as I had to cut the video of the Ferry Junction terminal because I had a confrontation or an altercation with one of the officials inside because I was filming, and he stopped me and said that I am not supposed to film, and tried to ask me who ordered me or who gave me the permission, and I had to show him and try to explain to him that when I initially came, because there was an officer at the gate that I think screens people before allowing them to enter, and I met the officer and tried to explain to him my purpose, that I wanted to have a video of the ferry and the terminal. He then directed me to two individuals which I think had authority at the terminal, and then I explained myself to them, and then they allowed me to do the video. But halfway or midway in shooting the inside of the terminal, I was stopped by another individual who said I am not supposed to film and that I may be putting his job at risk. So we had the argument and I ultimately had to end the video. So sorry for that, but we still continue, and I think this compound houses, I think the Miller tank. I think this is where it is produced. I think this is the industrial estate, and then this other sign, it is the compound where one of the nation's best drinking or bottled water companies. I think this is where the Luvian mineral water is produced. inside that compound. There is a very huge facility inside there. But yeah, so that was that. I had to cut the ferry junction or the Kissy ferry terminal video short, and I hope next time I'll be able to show you guys a few or more of it. This is also where I think the tank, the Miller Group House of Plastic, I think this is where one of the production facilities is. Still here, still walking, and like I said, this is the route we are going to use. This main Baibura road is the route we are going to use and ultimately end at Shell, the new road. So I think all this area, starting from where the gate of the House of Plastic is an industrial estate. I think there's also another producer that also has its production complex or department around here, but I'll try and show you guys if we approach there. So we're walking still here, and as we go along the way, we'll see different shops selling different items, used, both new and used, and we'll also see a lot of very small car dealerships that sell second-hand used cars from Europe and other parts of the world. But we are still here, and like I told you guys earlier, the destination is Shell, this new road, because there is also the old road. But as I emphasized earlier, today's video is focused on this new road. So we are still here, still walking. And I hope you guys are having a shot or a video of both sides of the street as clear as possible. But we are still here as we continue. And I just want to say again, apologies for cutting the ferry terminal video abruptly. Still here, I had to pause the video because I was just passing a very huge industrial generator that was producing a very large noise, which eventually drowned my voice, and I had to pause the video and continue. But we are still here. And I'm still at the main Baibura road, the new road. Still here, still recording. I think this is another shop selling used furniture, mattresses, freezers, and I think that is a solar panel, a rug, and that is a car dealership, like I told you guys. most of these cars that are parked are for sale. I think that one all the way there, they are for sale. And I think some are also parked here. I think this other one also is for sale. Sorry. This other one also is for sale, but we are still here. I think that is the Ali Lakish Enterprises. I think it is an enterprise that sells car engines and other car spare parts. There. Still at Baibura Road and continuing the video up to Shell. Don't forget to subscribe, and just trying to pass on this information. If you guys want to sponsor any of my videos, you guys are welcome. I'll try in the coming days and try to attach my email address, so any one of you kind individuals that will want to sponsor any of my videos or where exactly you want to see, you guys will get in contact with me, and then we'll try and see how we'll arrange it. But for now, this is where we are. I think that is a furniture or a carpentry shop. I think they're selling those doors. Still here. I think this shop sells used chairs, bike mattresses, rugs, and some musical instruments. I think these are two boutiques, three of course side by side: Foot Locker, Abizo, and Swank. Three boutiques side by side, and yeah, as we go along, you guys will see a lot of businesses at this main road, and most of these businesses, that is another dealership. Like I told you guys, this is another enterprise. I think these are mattresses, chairs, and some used sewing machines there being sold. I think this is a board shop. Excuse me. Still here, and I'll have to cross and show you the compound of Seacam Motors. I think they are responsible for the repairs of one of the most reliable car brands in the world, Toyotas, and I think they also procure vehicles, Toyota vehicles, and I think they also sell them for those that will be interested in their service. This is another shop that sells car tires, rims, and other wares. Still here. That I think starting from here, most of these shops, as you guys can see, most of these shops are in the business of car wares, rims, and tires. That is a car pump machine, as you guys can see, and like I described, again, there also car tires, rims, and other accessories. I think these tires are for both vans and trucks, but we are still here recording, and hopefully we'll end the video at Shell, the new road, but still here. I think most of the shops on both sides of the street, starting from where I showed you guys, are in the business of selling car tires and rims, but I think they also have other car accessories, which I think they sell also apart from the tires and the rims. But yeah, I think this other one also, but I think this other shop sells car engines. But yeah, still here. And we'll be approaching the Sarola Hospital, which I think it's one of the oldest hospital around this area. I think that particular hospital has a very good eye care center or eye clinic, which I think most of the residents around this area and even other parts of the country that usually have difficulties with their vision, this hospital is mostly where they come and try and have their cure or medication. Still here at the main Baibura Road. And of course, another car spare part shop over there. So I'm presently at the St. Helena Junction. I think the school is, that is the school, the St. Helena school. I don't think we'll be able to have a shot of it as the shot is being blocked by these enterprises and shops that are at the entrance. But I think the entrance to the school is through that way. The entrance to the school is through that way, and that is the school, the green building. I think you guys are seeing it, but not all of it. I'm trying to zoom in a little. Yeah. So we continue the video. That is a makeshift garage. Still here, still recording. Still here at the main Baibura Road. Very nice building. And we continue. Like I said, there are a lot of nice buildings at this main road. I think you can see two of these side by side. Still here. So apparently this one, I think it's recently been constructed and it is available for rent for those of you, my subscribers, that may be looking for a place to stay. This, I think there are apartments inside for rent. So yeah, and we continue. And also highlighting new construction. That is another example for one of my subscribers. That is another example, and as we go along, I'll try and highlight some of these buildings. And we are still at Baibura Road, the main new road. And this particular day, like I said, we'll dedicate it to this new road, and then the next time we'll pay a visit, it will be that of the old road. So we'll see exactly what are the changes or what are the differences between this old road, well, what are the differences between this new road and that of the old road. But as always, I will not judge because I don't know exactly the present conditions of that of the old road, but we'll see, and we'll try and do a comparison. So I'll just stand here and show exactly this new construction that is going on. That is also a very nice building, and we'll try and showcase some of these buildings that are at this main new road as we go along. This is a shop that sells new used rugs. So yeah, that is another one, a nice building. And I think most of the shops that I showed you guys that were settling car tires, rims and all that, accessories. I think if you also want to do your car decorations, some of these shops, I think they have people in these shops that are usually specialized in that particular type of service. For those that are looking for uh, ways of improving the conditions or trying to pimp their car out. That is a nice building. So this is another Connex service station. I think there is a supermarket or a small mart inside where you can get affordable drinks and other items. Still here, still recording. I think this is a large enterprise that sells used furniture, chairs. I think that is a dining table set. Still here. And that is another shop that sells rugs and chairs also. And we are approaching the Sarola Hospital compound, which I'll just show you guys and then we'll have a walk. As I told you guys earlier, I think some of these cars that are parked, they are waiting to be decorated inside, like I initially told you guys. So this is the entrance to the UMC High Hospital, or as it is locally called, Sarula. This is the entrance, and it is a very large hospital as they have different departments within the hospital, but I think the most famous of all these departments is the eye hospital, as they have a very good eye clinic. This is also another shop. Still here, and we are fast approaching the Shell New Road, which I think is a destination where most, if not all, most of the private vehicles that are usually operating transportation services that usually takes passengers from here at Shell New Road to destinations within the provinces of the country, and be it Bo, Kenema, McKinney, Kono, Kabbalah, and other parts of the country. But I'll try and see if I'll be able to show you guys exactly how the conditions of it is, or how crowded it is, as tomorrow is the new year. I don't know if it will be crowded, as when it is the festive season, some of the inhabitants or the residents of Freetown usually leave the capital city, and then they usually go to their places of birth or origin in the provinces, and they usually spend their holidays there. But I think since the festive season is coming to an end, I don't think it will be crowded today, as today is New Year's Eve. But like I said, I think some of these trailers that are parked, especially this one, I think cement is what is in these bags. I think this one's engine has knocked. This is another nice building. So I am still here with you guys, and I think this is another service station. I think it is being operated by Malador. I think it is also another petroleum company, but this is one of the service stations. As you guys can see, it's presently open. And like I described, I am presently at Shell, and these are some of the vehicles that are usually parked, that usually take passengers to destinations around the country. Destinations such as Bo, Kenema, McKinney, and others. And as you guys can see, these are some of the items that are being sold to some of the passengers. These are some of the items that are being sold to some of the passengers that usually leave the capital, but I think this is another one that is about to leave. I think it's already full as it's been loaded and passengers are boarding, but this is where I'll stop the video for today, and so I'll walk here at this midway and try to show you guys exactly how the atmosphere at Shell New Road is. I think that compound is the SLRTC bus park, which I think is the government transportation wing, which some of the vehicles that usually take passengers to the provinces are usually parked. But yeah, so this is exactly how the Shell is, or the Shell New Road. But this is where I'll stop the video for today, and hopefully try and catch you guys at the next one. And I'll say thank you guys for coming along with me, and have a great New Year's, and I'll see you again at the next one. Peace.